Final considerations. The benefits of a healthcare envelope of this level of quality are countless. The lindo system facilitates the attainment of the required design prescriptions, reduced work execution times, easier observance of erection timetables, and less invasive interventions. The system is entirely designed, produced and installed by SHD Italia, a highly specialized Vision 2000 certified company, whose daily engagement in the field has led to a profound understanding of the complex construction problems associated with specialist healthcare facilities. With a track record that includes the construction of hundreds of theatre suites rather than simply supplying a product, SHD Italia operates by providing customers with proactive and ongoing technical services throughout all stages of construction and subsequent maintenance operations. Thanks to the experience accumulated in 20 years of operation in the field, SHD Italia frequently assumes the critical role of coordinating the various design and worksite activities. Because of the breadth of SHD Italia's experience, and thanks to the remarkable features of the new lindo system, the technical, functional and aesthetic results are always excellent. Modern operating theatre design. Design of surgical units with CAD 3D tools. Normally, conventional CAD design systems are still able to satisfy our requirements for the design of relatively uncomplex hospital environments. However, the very high level of technology incorporated in a modern surgical unit calls for highly detailed planning of the smallest details of the interior space. Project layout. Modern CAD tools offer a valid support for designers who aim to achieve the optimal result in terms of performance and functional characteristics when planning the layout of a surgical unit. Once the technological, functional, dimensional and economic parameters have all been defined, the designer can start planning the layout of the suite. SHD Italia designs surgical units using sophisticated and advanced software design tools that make it possible to reproduce the unit to be constructed in 3D form, so that the potential levels of satisfaction can be verified in relation to the requirements of the project before starting the actual erection work. Identification of criticalities. The facility to design an entire surgical unit in 3D ensures that all critical aspects can be identified with the utmost precision, both in the visible and occupiable areas, workspaces, and in concealed areas of the system, i.e. all the voids and cavities in which technical systems are to be accommodated. This is particularly helpful since a surgical unit normally contains a high density of technical systems. It is not uncommon to encounter difficulties in finding space for the location and distribution of technical systems, without being obliged to infringe on the living areas and volumes of rooms. This problem is particularly associated with renovation work, when designers frequently encounter insufficiently high ceiling voids or mandatory routes or positions for the accommodation of supply equipment. It follows that the very high technological level of the equipment installed in an operating theatre calls for a very careful analysis of the siting and routing of the technical systems to which the various appliances are connected. Faithful and reliable rendering. Right from the start of the 3D project, created by SHD, the final configuration of the surgical unit is reproduced faithfully, thereby creating an exceptional tool for checking the progress of work and design throughout the entire erection phase. This approach means that the designer can obtain a vision of the finished project right from square one, with the facility to transmit the relative files easily to customers. The 3D project allows the end user to check the functionality of the spaces, the instrumentation and the furniture in a totally intuitive manner, even for those who are unused to consulting classic 2D technical drawings. Navigating through the surgical unit using virtual reality tools allows the user to interact with the environment and achieve total familiarity with the final result. For complex environments or critical situations, the 3D project can be enhanced by implementing dynamic simulations of movements, postures and positions that can be reached by equipment and instruments. A reliable preview of what will become the real situation of instruments and accessories in the area makes it possible to optimize ergonomic aspects of the surgical unit. Simplified management. With this design method, each phase of management and installation of the worksite can be easily monitored because the entire process of preparation, supply and delivery of materials to the site is guided and coordinated directly by the highly precise and sequential output data that the planning software retrieves directly from the virtual layout. This makes it possible to achieve a drastic reduction in the times required for procurement and shipping of materials to the worksite, ensuring that availability is perfectly coordinated with requirements in the various stages of erection. Uses a CAD tool having the above illustrated characteristics because we consider it to be indispensable in order to guarantee quality, performance and optimization of all high-tech healthcare environments, especially in the case of surgical units.